than immersing yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday, and we continue with this one. It's the USC Trojans and the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Hollywood with the latest on the weather.
I caught up with Rutgers head coach before the game. One thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And the Trojans headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Rutgers offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are good.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And the Scarlet Knights will punt this one away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So USC's offense will now get its first chance with the football. Something to watch in this game. Will he be able to attack this secondary, particularly the one corner that has had his share of issues? Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Mayava. Sets up the screen. Snags it, and there's running room. 10. Into the house. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Rushes on him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Caught in the backfield. It's Allen. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Wide receiver going in motion. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. The Scarlet Knights will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in at the 25. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Mayava. With the catch, it's Bowman. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in the zones. You got to get him involved.
Tackle is made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the first down. Pick up the first down on the ground like that, and it would make Sam Bam Cunningham proud.
All right, I'm going to need a little education. Give me some context on Sam Bam Cunningham.
He was a great, powerful, hard-nosed running back for some of those great Trojan teams of John McKay.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
I think there's a couple of schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Quickly complete. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away. He wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off of him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the first down.
That quarterback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
To the air, it's Mayava. Throws to the wideout. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Running inside, it's Jordan. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. Nestled just inside that right upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Here comes the Rutgers offense onto the field. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Looking for space, it's Raymond. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. No chance to run, but still a good game.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And the Scarlet Knights will punt it away on fourth down. Now on the return. Slips through the line. Bottled him up. Not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The run inside. It's Jordan. Picks up the first down. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
And right there you see the key to this football team's success. Not just offensively, they rip off explosive plays. That's why they've been winning games here as of late. They can get chunks at a time. They've got playmakers all over the field.
The Trojans trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Gets the back moving. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Brought down short of the end zone, and that'll bring up 3rd and goal.
And this offense, you're halfway home. All you got to do is do the same exact thing, Palmer. Fall forward and be physical here.
And that's why they practice these goal line situations, right? It's to step up and be physical in moments like this.
The Trojans use their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. How about this defense digging in its heels after the big play? It's now 3rd and goal. Trying to slam in. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans! The sure hand's in the end zone, and he has 6. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And I like the decision to go for it. And I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, are they going to power it in? Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. They'll try the counter. Got enough for the first. Breaks into the open. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Caught in the backfield, it's Black. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Really great job in coverage by the defender on that play, swatting the ball away.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
And it's no good. He missed it. Boy, they could have used that one to cut into the deficit, but guys, still a 3-score ball game. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job, opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. That false start will just increase the degree of difficulty. It's 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Caught behind the line. It's Jordan. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. First down for the offense.
They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. With the catch, it's Anderson. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick, it's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Here we go. Go.
They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Here's a little room there. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Miller. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, right now he's thinking, put the game in my hands. I'm playing well, and I'm seeing the defense well. I see what they're doing from a coverage standpoint. Count on me to throw a touchdown here and help out our team.
The defense trying to make a stand on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Touchdown, Trojans! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. That touchdown gives this team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I...
Looking long. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
Oh, man, the big fellas, they usually have the soft hands. Your security blanket is your tight end, but that one hit him in the hands, and he just couldn't pull it in.
Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on third down. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. He's got enough for the first down, and he might get a few bonus yards if they call that a face mask.
Personal foul, face mask.
He was grabbing for anything he could get a hold of and wound up with a fistful of face mask, and it'll cost him 15. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Allen. Rutgers takes its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. Looking to throw on first down. Dumps it to the back. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the second quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the second half.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Motion from the wideout. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Jordan. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Our first stop is with Kansas State taking on the Tulane Green Wave. And it's the Wildcats looking to make it 3 straight to start the new year. They're already on top in the first half. Here now a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the Big 12. Now over to your game in Piscataway. It's hardly a secret what this team wants to do. They want to feed the beast, let him run it, and control the line of scrimmage. Ground and pound, and continue to add to this lead in the second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the birthplace of college football.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Scarlet Knights will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. What do they talk about at halftime, Holly?
USC's head coach told me coming out of the locker room, he wants an even greater sense of urgency from his team. It's the Big Ten Conference season opener, and even though they had a good first half, more urgency, more execution here to start the third quarter is the team's focus coming out of the locker room.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Got a little grass. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
Here we go.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue in to him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Scanning the field, it's Mayava. Unloads to the wideout. That's reeled in, it's Anderson. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains, it's at the 37. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Running inside. It's Jordan. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good game before the stop is made. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the field goal unit is on the field. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. A strike downfield. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
The Scarlet Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive. And they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
The 3rd down offense has not been good, and add this one to the tab. Another 3rd down stop. They give up the sack. They're down by 3+ possessions. Nothing going this offense's way.
Kick is in the air. Wants to return it. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Hey guys, checking in from the USC sideline. There is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Bears the pressure. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Miller. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of him.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
They're going to need more of that. They're down multiple possessions today. They need to create negative plays. They need to make plays behind the line of scrimmage, and finally they come away with their first sack.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Past the 45. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's 3rd down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the first down on 3rd down.
Pickup of 13. And that's good enough for a first down.
That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work in the final period of this one. The run inside. It's Miller. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Dropping back, it's Mayava. It's complete on the right side. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And the Trojans with the 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Haven't seen a lot of that in this game so far. This offense has been clicking on all cylinders, lighting up the scoreboard, high level of execution. They were looking good on this drive until that play right there. And finally, the defense is able to make something positive happen from themselves on a critical 3rd down.
And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. And now the lead is even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extreme. Pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Rutgers offense onto the field. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Got a man. It's Black. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Raymond.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Working that left side now. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a man in the middle. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. And the Scarlet Knights in the hurry-up.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the 4th quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. He's looking to throw. Pocket breaking down. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. On target. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect.
Now, the offense is still out there. They're taking a gamble here. They could come up empty by passing on the field goal here on 4th down. From the gun, he'll try to throw. And make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end and coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Running inside. It's Wormley. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Lined up in the gun, Williams on 3rd down. Going to try to get it himself. At the 40, there he goes. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
He's got him. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Throwing, Williams. Flips it out on the screen. Oh, what a move. Caught, and he's got room. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
Man, it's go time for this defense now. I mean, you're down by a couple scores, and they're still making big plays. You got to find a way to get a stop, create a turnover, switch the momentum to your side quickly.
The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Turning it on. Headed to the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, USC. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. They started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the 4th quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over, and this coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here and late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this